Hello and welcome to the Power Circuit, a program of the Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN. This is where we bring you the latest updates, milestones and scorecards from the Nigerian electricity supply industry, NESI. I'm your host, Amara Agugesi, and here are today's stories. Federal government's power reforms yielding results, says Minister of Power, Chief Adebayo Adelabu. In the Federal Capital Territory FCT, bulk electricity wheeling capacity is set to receive a boost as TCN is set to operate brand new transmission substations. TCN convenes stakeholders meeting in Kaduna over the implementation of the Jaja transmission substation. And in Edo State, TCN delivers a 100 MVA power transformer and expands the switchyard at the 132 kV Irua transmission substation. Together, let's get into this episode. The Minister of Power, Chief Adebayo Adelabu, says the federal government's strategic interventions in the power sector are already yielding significant results, culminating in a landmark synchronization of the Nigerian grid with the wider West African network and attracting over 2 billion in fresh investments. Here is the rest of the report.
In a statement by Bolaji Tunji, the Minister's Special Advisor, Strategic Communications and Media Relations, the Minister disclosed this while delivering the keynote address at the PwC's Annual Power and Utility Roundtable 2025 in Lagos, themed Nigeria's Multi-Tier Electricity Market, Imperatives for Successful Evolution. Chief Adelabu, an alumnus of the consulting firm, framed the reforms as a fundamental shift from a monolithic national market to a dynamic multi-tier federation of markets, driven by the Electricity Act 2023. In a detailed presentation, the minister declared that under President Tinubu's leadership, the sector has recorded major milestones. A standout milestone was the first ever successful synchronization of the Nigerian power grid with the wider West African grid. Other key results include the activation of 15 states' electricity markets, the development of a national integrated electricity policy after 24 years, and the attraction of over $2 billion in fresh investments to extend electricity access.
In the Federal Capital Territory and Abuja, Nigeria's capital, silent transformation has been going in the optimization of the electricity transmission wheeling capacity. The system expansion goal of the Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN, led by the Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer, Engineer Dr. Sule Ahmed Abdulaziz, is to ensure that FCT always has a bulk power wheeling capacity surpassing distribution capacity. The power circuit takes you on an inspection of some key power transmission substations being constructed by TCN in the FCT with funding from the French Development Agency, AFD.
This is a brand new 330 132 33 kV transmission substation in Lugbe, Abuja. This is the fourth of such mega stations in the Federal Capital Territory for the Abuja region of TCN to transmit bulk electricity from the grid, stepping it down to over 10 medium transmission substations in FCT, Nasarawa, and Niger states. Speaking at the West Main Lugbe project site, Engineer Yusuf Munir, a project engineer at TCN AFD Project Implementation Unit, said,
Here, this is lot 4, West Main Lugbe. So this is a 2 by 150 MVA substation, and we have 3 60 MVAs as well. So it's a 330 by 132 by 33 kV substation. It's a hybrid substation, a mixture of AIS and GIS.
The Lugbe substation has a significant capacity, towering up to 300 megawatts of power evacuation, covering Lugbe and catering to the needs of a Edu industrial estate.
So we're about 90% completion. We just have just a bit more to complete the project. It's a 300 MVA substation. We have 2 150 MVAs. The coverage area is Lugbe, and there's a forecast that there will be a new ring road here that leads all the way to Edu. So it's for not Lugbe, and because the station is big.
This is the air-insulated substation, AIS, a part of the facility that transmits bulk electricity via the conventional equipment at the open switchyard. And here is the second transmission model at the same West Main Lugbe facility. This one is called the gas insulated substation, with most of its equipment underground. The control room of the 330-132 33 kV Lugbe transmission substation is also ready to go into operation, all in the effort to serve Nigerians with improved bulk electricity from this facility. Away from the West Main Lugbe project site, the inspection crew visited the 132 33 kV Kuje transmission substation, which is also at 90% completion rate. According to Engineer Yusuf Munir, a project engineer at the TCN AFD Project Implementation Unit, who is in the team of TCN engineers executing the project, the substation, upon operation, will improve the bulk electricity available for transmission around the Kuje axis of the capital territory.
The power circuit continues after this break. Don't go away.
The Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN, transmits bulk electricity from power generating companies, GenCos, to distribution load centers of distribution companies, DISCOs, nationwide. At TCN, we transport bulk electricity at very high voltage to DISCOs, who now off-take it and distributes it directly to electricity customers nationwide. TCN does not generate electricity. We transport the quantum of power generated to distribution load centers. TCN does not distribute electricity directly to electricity consumers. Our job stops where that of the DISCOs begin. TCN, transmitting bulk electricity in the most efficient and effective manner.
In the heart of Kaduna State, an effort to increase bulk transmission capacity is ongoing by the Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN. The plan is to construct and deliver a new 330, 132, 33 kV substation in the Jaja community of the state. This project aims to enhance power supply reliability and capacity in Kaduna and its environs. And so, to fast-track the process, TCN has convened a stakeholders meeting over compensation actions for project-affected persons, among other discussions.
The stakeholders meeting, which was the third so far on the Jaja project, brought together TCN officials, contractors, security agencies, the project-affected persons, and community leaders. It was to chart a peaceful course towards seamless delivery of the project, says the manager, Environment at the AFD Project Implementation Unit of TCN, Engineer Afiz Karim.
We want to know what issues you people are having. If there is any problem, if there is anything, please, we need you to speak out. We want a cordial relationship between us and you. When we say us, we're talking about TCN and the contractors. I want to make sure that there are no issues, no problem. We need your collaboration, we need your support, and we also are ready to do what is expected of us.
The Jaja Transmission Substation project, which comprises 2 units of 150 MVA, is expected to be linked to the 330 kV Kano transmission line upon completion. The facility will help evacuate power from the grid and improve overall power delivery efficiency in Kaduna. The district head of Jaja community, Alhaji Abdullahi Muhammad, welcomed the team to the community, noting that his subjects have been cooperating with TCN on the project.
I must tell you, I think since the last meeting that we held in July, there has not been any serious issue of concern. There has not been any serious issue of concern that would require us to table it here, except some of the things that we discussed the last time. And incidentally and happily, we have been able to resolve quite a number of them.
The 330 132 33 kV Jaja substation project is being financed for TCN by the African Development Bank. The Environmental Safety Officer from the AFDB, Mr. Damilola Adeshino, was present for the project implementation assessment session.
However, at the African Development Bank, we conduct 2 implementation support missions on a daily basis. And you recall, sir, that in the month of March we were ahead. That of July we didn't convert into our mission period. But this time around, we are doing our second round of mission. So what we do is for projects like this, we go out like twice in a year to see the progress of the project, to talk to the people, and we've not even been to site this afternoon. It is after here that we will go to the site. Why? Because we place more priority on our visit unto you, and also to hear directly from you. And I'm glad that the leadership of the district and that of the local communities are all here this afternoon. The last time that we came here, certain issues were discussed, and I'm glad to hear now that there is a lot of progress.
So far, TCN has made significant progress on the project, with plans to compensate project-affected persons PAPs in the Mando community as required. Shortly after the stakeholders meeting, the district head of Jaja community, Alhaji Abdullahi Muhammad, assured of support to TCN towards delivering the project.
We were most pleased to hold the third stakeholders meeting of this project that is within my domain. Alhamdulillah, since the project has started, there has never been any issue.
The stakeholders then took time to take assessment of the project office and the field within the Jaja community. They checked the implementation plans and discussed strategies for ensuring the project is being implemented accordingly. TCN has assured the public of its commitment to delivering stable and efficient electricity, urging residents to support its efforts by safeguarding critical infrastructure and reporting any suspicious activities around high-tension installations.
From the northwest, precisely Kaduna State, let's take you to Edo State in the south-south geopolitical zone where, as usual, the Transmission Company of Nigeria (TCN) has delivered a 100 MVA power transformer at the 132-33 kV ERA transmission substation. The facility, which now has its capacity upgraded, is delivering more bulk electricity for onward supply to consumers and customers of Benin Electricity Distribution Company (BEDC).
This is the 132-33 kV ERA transmission substation in Edo State, a large town that requires a huge quantum of electricity for businesses and households to thrive. With this at heart, the Transmission Company of Nigeria (TCN) swiftly moved in to improve the capacity of this facility that delivers bulk power before it is stepped down and supplied to consumers by the distribution company BEDC. Once inside the substation, the power circuit team spoke with Engineer Ogbemi Eda, a principal manager in charge of the TCN Ihovo Work Center in Edo State. He speaks more about the facility inspection.
Ihovo Work Center covers Ihovo 330 and 132, ERA 132 and Isako 132. Presently, we are at ERA 132/33 kVTS. This afternoon as a part of this program you are doing now.
You will be amazed as this substation has been in the works for over 40 years and is still running strong with significant upgrades the management of TCN has executed over the years.
Presently here the project capacity is 90 megawatts. We have a 60, we have a 30 in service. We have 5 feeders, 3 feeders on the 30 MVA. On the 60 MVA, 2 feeders on the 30 MVA. The station was built around 78-79, so it has been around. It has been upgraded gradually from 30 to 60, additional 60. Presently, there is 100 MVA that has been installed on SOAK. Based on this, on TCN's rehabilitation job going on all over the country. He equally has his own going on.
And it is not just about the 100 MVA power transformer upgrade. The switchyard is being upgraded too to allow more quantum of energy flow into the substation from the national electricity grid.
If you look to my left, you will see there's a turn-in, turn-out towards Isako. Behind me, there's equally there one towards Benin. Part of the rehabilitation job going on in this station presently, and it's ongoing. The 100 MVA is not quite far behind me over there. It's on SOAK. So the work is going on. Work is going on tremendously here. And there are equally 4 additional feeder bays that was even done as part of the job. So what is an ongoing job. What is equally they are going to do next is presently the 30 kV bus bar for the 100 MVA, selling it towards the 30 and taking off the old bus bar and bringing in the new one. So it's part of the expansion job.
The locations to benefit from this transmission substation expansion are numerous, according to the TCN Ihovo Work Center supervisor.
In terms of areas being covered by ERA TS, you have Eho, you have Ekuma Town, you have ERA, you have Uromi, you have Ubiaja, you have a substation of Agbo, part of Agbo, those villages by the boundaries between Edo and Delta. You have equally have it there. There's Agadebode axis too. It covers there too. So there's equally more room for expansion. But we thank God that the TCN management are equally doing their very best to upgrade and able us to take out more power to the public it's a very good initiative.
The management of TCN is further appealing to the members of the public to avoid the encroachment of power transmission lines and substations, so the company can deliver more projects to optimize bulk electricity transmission.
One of the challenges you have is usually human expansion and business activities, which the managers still fit to carry out this expansion to meet the demand of the public. You understand? The other thing here is you can see there's additional control room. There are things inside. Maybe we won't get inside. I'll show it to you. Additional things inside. So the work is going on fine. Everything here is just trying to meet up with what the public demand and our plan for electricity in country.
The control room has also been extended to cater for the additional mega power transformer and the expanded switchyard. This comes with state-of-the-art equipment.
We are in the control room, the extension based on this, what you've seen outside, the two turn-in, turn-out, the 100 MVA transformers. These are their panels, protection and control panels. You can see both for the feeders, you have them all here. I don't know, they're still working here. They're still working.
Here is a highlight of the reports we brought to you. We started with a report that the federal government's power reforms yielding results, says Minister of Power Chief Adebayo Adelabu. In the Federal Capital Territory, FCT, bulk electricity wheeling capacity is set to receive a boost as TCN is set to operate brand new transmission substations. In Kaduna State, TCN has convened a stakeholders meeting over the implementation of Jaja transmission substation. Then in Edo State, TCN has delivered the 100 MVA power transformer and expanded switchyard at the 132 kV Irua transmission substation. TCN is pleased to have you with us on the power circuit, bringing you greater insights into Nigeria's power sector. You can stay connected by visiting TCN's official YouTube channel via TCN_Nigeria. And we encourage you to show your support by following and engaging with TCN across all social media platforms. On Facebook, like the page Transmission Company of Nigeria. On LinkedIn, it is the Transmission Company of Nigeria. On X, follow the company at TCN_Nigeria. On Instagram, stay updated via at TCN_Nigeria. TCN welcomes your feedback and observations. Please send your comments to affairs.public@tcn.org.ng. For more details about TCN's activities, visit the interactive website at www.tcn.org.ng or stay informed through a dedicated news platform at www.tcnnews.ng, designed to keep you up to date with developments in the power sector. We also urge you to support TCN by staying vigilant against vandalism of power transmission lines, towers, and substations in your area. Please report any suspicious activity to TCN officials or the nearest security agency. I'm your host, Amara Agugese. Let's have another exciting time next week.